The mystery continues, and as of now, we have no insider information still.
Just so you guys know, we've been refreshing Twitter this whole time to see if any news pops up, because we will probably get fucked over. We'll end the podcast and news will probably break.
It's a real problem we have. So UFC 303, the first press conference was set for Dublin yesterday, Monday, and hours before they were supposed to set to get to the venue. I think it was something like 10 hours beforehand. Canceled. No explanation. And we still don't have an explanation. Conor said there was factors out of his control. Michael Chandler has been busy posting inspirational quotes on Instagram.
Do you think if there was like a threat of something, they would have said it?
No.
Like there was a boom threat?
No, I don't think they would say it. But also, I don't know.
In game?
Yeah. You know what I saw? I saw a plausible explanation for it, and it was that Ireland's had a lot of civil unrest lately.
Oh, well, again, between both sides?
Yeah, both, but between the whole political stuff, and I'm not going to pretend to know this first thing about the politics.
But I know it exists.
Correct. So they've had a lot of civil unrest, and Dublin was a big place for that. And Conor himself has played into some of that civil unrest with certain things he said about immigrants and stuff. So they're like, yeah, we're not going to. The rumor was that I saw somebody say that we're not going to go in. The government didn't want them to have that press conference, which would make sense, and it makes sense why they wouldn't bring that up. Conor said it was factors outside of his control. But also, and I was kind of like, I was lukewarm on the subject, right? Like I was like, a lot of people were like, is the fight gonna happen? A lot of people were like, no way now, no way that they canceled the press conference. And I was kind of like, maybe not, but I don't know. This morning, they for one, they took UFC 303 off ESPN Plus. You cannot pre-order it anymore, and they also took down the free fights relating to Conor. So they took down Conor versus Nate Diaz 2, and I think Conor versus Eddie Alvarez. And Michael Chandler and Conor are not really saying anything. And with the press conference being canceled, it looks like the fight might be off. And if the fight is off, Angel, what do you want to see? June 29th. They got 3 weeks. It's International Fight Week. They can't cancel it because that's International Fight Week. You know what I mean? They have to have something. And with such short notice, what could you make? You are Dana White. You're waking up, six-pack. Doesn't matter that you're 52. You know what I mean? $1 billion in your home. You know what I mean? You're waking up. You're driving to the war room, okay? On your way there, you got a couple fights in your head. What are you thinking of, Angel?
Well, you know, Pat Miletich is available right now. And Rampage Jackson has been training for a heavyweight fight that might not even happen. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to do Rampage Jackson. No, fuck that. I want to do Pat Miletich versus the cop that he shoved. It's January 6th, bro. No, it's just...
You were gonna get us in trouble.
No, I don't.
In game.
I don't think Pat did. I don't think Pat technically did anything. But whatever. Go ahead.
Regardless, I mean, Josh. I mean, there's only one choice that I can think of that's very easy and potentially could happen is the Max Holloway BMF title on the line versus Chandler, which is like you can get away with it, but it's not what you want.
Yeah,
not what you want for a National Fight Week. Outside of that, I don't even know if you could. You're not going to remove any of your other guys off your cards. Unlikely. And if they did, I feel like the only person they would do would be Aspinall Blades, and that'd be a lot to ask out of them, especially because I'm sure Aspinall wants to fight in England.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure if there's like a great choice here. Also, we still don't know if what's going on. We don't know if it's a Conor issue. We really don't know if it's a Chandler issue. We don't even know if there's an issue to really begin with. We just know there's problems going on.
That is correct. We have no real insider information.
But at this moment in time, Ariel Helwani did confirm that, and granted, this is just as of now, the fight is currently not off.
Yeah. So as of now, the fight's not off. And Ariel Helwani came out on the MMA Hour. He said that he ran through the list of stuff, right? And it really didn't take a fucking detective to kind of read between the lines of what he was saying. He said that it wasn't due to any legal issues. He said it wasn't due to any drug test issues. It wasn't due to any like Conor just acting like a diva. It wasn't related to like, he went through all the possibilities. The only thing he did not say was injury. That's the only thing. And then even then later on in the show, he said that he found it interesting that Conor did not say that he would be there on June 29th in any of his stuff. So, look, I think with such short notice, if Conor McGregor truly is out of UFC 303, there's only a couple of different fights you could go ahead and do. I think Max Holloway, the BMF fight, like you said, I think makes so much sense. And even then, like, depending on how that one goes, Max could even turn around and fight in September, October, December. You know what I mean? Somewhere around there. 3 fights in a year. That's not a crazy thing for Max. You know what I mean? I also think that if they wanted to, they could throw the bag at Masvidal or Diaz since they're fighting the week after International Fight
I
Week.
did think about that too.
I think those are options. I think they could get an outside one, Charles do Bronx Oliveira at welterweight, a rematch with Chandler, 5 rounds. I think people would be into that. People love Oliveira, man. Like
it is, but it's pretty out there.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's International Fight Week, so there's only so many things you could do. Although, could you imagine if there's if they do some shit like, hey, Oliveira, Chandler, step up, 165 title. Would you be down with that?
It'd be pretty out there. I don't know how the people would feel.
I'd be down for that, but I don't know. I'm spitballing.
I don't know what they could do. I don't know what genuinely. I don't know what they could possibly do to save this. Because at this moment in time, if this fight is off, it is fucked.
Yeah, and
it is fucked.
And it's only 3 weeks. It's not like, a month and a half or something. Like, it's not gonna. I mean, that's enough time to get a replacement, but not enough.
If it was a month and a half, you could maybe convince Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili to get fight camp going, get him because someone threw that out there. But I'm like, guys, that's not enough for a title fight. For either of those guys.
No, it's not.
If you're a reasonable champ, you're not gonna take that.
Exactly, and it's one thing for it to be like 3 weeks is enough to like.
You can get away with heavyweights who don't have to cut weight. Maybe they're not in shape. That'd be the issue. But hey, it's fucking heavyweight. You don't need that many rounds probably.
But the issue is also you got to think about heavyweights that could headline International Fight Week, and John Jones is not coming to save you. Stipe Miocic is not walking through that door, buddy. Francis Ngannou, he's gone.
Yeah, dude. Stipe needs
your big draw.
Stipe needs like a month in advance to leave the firehouse.
Yeah, exactly. He has to request time off from work in order to go ahead and fucking hang out, dude. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, and by the time this gets uploaded, I bet they would have already canceled.
It might be fucked. We might just be fucked. We might honestly just get Jamal Hill main event against Carlos Holt.
Turn it into a fight night or something.
Credit, dude. Yeah, maybe. Honestly,
they could do. What if this is the time that they're like, hey, Alex Bahia, you want to come up for a heavyweight fight? This is it.
You know something? I think they could do that. The issue is who's the other heavyweight. Do you think it's irrelevant? Because you could look in theory. You could call up Jouton, but the risk you take...
That would be horrific.
But the risk you take, that's what I'm telling you. What other heavyweight could you just call up?
Derek Lewis. You
saw me.
Derek
if
Lewis,
they make that happen, if they make that, I wouldn't have no. If they make that fight happen, they could get away with it.
Maybe keep Chandler on the card and give him like...
Find him someone.
Find him somebody.
You could literally give him Kevin Holland, Moicano. You could do a few guys. I'm sure a few guys would be down to do that.
Exactly. I think they could figure it out. It's just a matter if they want to get creative or not with it, But